Parsha Sisroy. As a Seres Adibrois. One of the things is, Hashem tells us, the first Dibra, Anoichi Hashem Elokecha, I'm your God, Asher Hotzeisecha me'eretz Mitzrayim v'Yisavodim, I took you out of Egypt. So Rashi brings a couple explanations. One is, I'm your God and I'm worthy to be your God and to listen to me because I took you out of Mitzrayim as a slave. So you're my slave now. Instead of it as a transferring of slavery to Paroi, you'd be a slave of Hashem. That's why we have to be avodim. Or don't think that the God that took you out of Egypt is not the same God in Mamre Har Sinai. I'm your God that took you out of Egypt, and I'm the same God now coming to you with a different character, different midah, and Har Sinai. But the Ramak says that I'm your God that took you out of Egypt means I am God that can bring you salvation. Which means now, right now we're in exile, we're waiting for Mashiach. Where's the McCoy, where's the source that we have to look and look forward and metzapel Mashiach, this pasuk. I'm your God, which God I took you out of Egypt and I will take you from any other exile. The first Dibra Rishono Koter Ramak is not only teaching you I'm your God, and I'm the same God of Egypt. Or I took out of slavery and therefore I have to be my slavery. No, I'm your God that I have the ability to take you out of Egypt, and therefore I have the ability to take you out of the exile that we are now. This is the first belief. The first statement in the Torah Constitution, in the Chukah, that Hashem gave us in Mamre Har Sinai, the first point is, you have to believe in God, that He has the power, the same way He took out of Egypt, He has the power to take you out of exile that we are now. You go downstairs and you go into the chamber of the Holocaust, you will see there is a siddur that was written in some concentration camp. And when they prayed, the love of Hashem that He has to us and we have a love to Hashem, they wrote it in the siddur, eternal love, Hashem loves us. So, right, we say in davening in Shachis, when Ma'ariv, Avasoilo, Avorabo, a lot of love. They put a line on top of it. They prayed it, but they couldn't feel, they couldn't vision the love of Hashem. Everybody was getting killed. All the Jews in Europe. Germany was winning, conquering country after country. And they had a big plan of the Third Reich that will go on for 1,000 years. And the people lost hope, and they thought that will be. And this Reich will destroy, will kill all the Jews. So where is Hashem that I believe in, that could take me out of, that took me out of Egypt, take me out of this? But the Jewish people are stubborn. They still prayed. No, they didn't erase it. They wrote it, but they put a line on top of it, which means they couldn't feel the love. And that shows the power of the Jewish people. Even the most horrible, vulnerable and horrible times of the Jewish people, they never lost faith. They couldn't figure out how it was going to be, but they still prayed to Hashem. And that's the first Dibra. And the Seres HaDibros is I'm your God, the God of Egypt. And therefore I can give you salvation. You cannot have any other gods in front of me. You cannot make any statue or any picture of anything above this, above the in heaven and in earth and under the sea. Don't bow down to them. Don't serve them. Because I'm your God. I'm a jealous God. And I will take the sin of the fathers to the children, grandchildren, children. I'll do chesed for thousands. Those who love me, and those who guard my mitzvahs. This is the first dibur that Hashem starts that says diburs. Which means God has in God's perspective, 4 generations He gives a punishment, and 2,000 generations He gives reward. We here in this world just as a guest. We don't know what's going on. For example, a guy comes in to a synagogue and he sees that the Gabbai gives one guy to be a shliach tzibur, and then suddenly when he gets the shtabach, he puts another person, and he calls the people, he calls the rabbi only in shishi. And this guy is a farmer. He says, what's going on? The guy that davened in the beginning, so he had such a beautiful voice. Why he throws him out and brings another guy? And why he lets the rabbi be the 6th guy? Why didn't the 1st guy? Why this guy, that guy? Why he has all those problems? And the end of the davening, he comes to the guy and says, what's going on? Why the guy, the first guy, he has such a beautiful voice. And the guy tells him, listen, you're just a guest. You want to understand everything? Okay, don't expect to understand everything what's going on here. Chofetz Chaim says the same thing we in this world. We see one family has a child that is hurt and who knows what with sickness. Another family marries all the kids in a good school, in good shidduchim, and they have this, and they have everything is good, and after that, another family, the father is limping, and people think, why? Why I'm in the bad side? Or why in this thing I'm good, other thing I'm bad? Why this and that? And why this family this? You tell him, listen, buddy, you're just a guest here, part of 6,000 years. You're on the end of 5,786 years. You expect to know what's going on here? Hey, buddy, you just came in one day. You're here only a couple of years. Don't expect to understand how Hashem runs the world. And the Shomes and Gilgulim and this and that. You don't know what people are. You can't know. In the midst of a big war here, big event. It's just like a little grain. Dust. This is what we have to have in the Emunah. Hashem does chesed for 1,000 generations. Don't worry. That's He did something good will affect 2,000 generations later. So you see a God that everything is good with him. You don't know. You know who his grandfather's father, what he did when he was young, when he got old, and what his father did, what his mother did, what they had in mind when they deceived him, what this and that, what he did. You don't know the full picture. I'm your God, you out of Egypt. I can take you out of your exile, your personal exile, and the general exile of the Jewish people. Hashem should give us the bracha to understand this, to vision that. That's what we call emunah. We believe in Hashem. It's a belief. Belief means it comes from understanding of what's going on. So even though you're in the vernal times or something, you lose north. Where's Hashem? No, relax. You don't have to know everything. You're just a guest. But trust. From what little you do understand, you have to trust that Hashem runs the world. He knows what He's doing. And have the belief, I'm your God, you got to Egypt. Don't worry, I know. I think you have your problems. And whatever I bring is a reason, and everything has a reason. And trust Hashem. Don't lose your faith. Shabbos.
Yes.